Hello there, thanks a lot for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame members, the Isley Brothers here, with a vintage window card, and you know something? There's no other blog I have for these guys, because for some reason, the Isley Brothers just hardly ever turn up on a concert poster. It's really weird. You know, if you take like their contemporaries from the 60s, James Brown, Ray Charles, Jackie Wilson, I mean, they were constantly on concert posters throughout the 60s and even the 50s. But boy, you just never see the Isley Brothers, which I often say the reason for that is because management, including booking agencies, just believed more in either radio spots or newspaper ads. I mean, those were the three ways to get word out and sell tickets in the 50s and 60s. Radio spots, newspaper ads, and window cards posted around town, just like this one, to sell tickets. So, you know, other artists as well are scarce on concert poster. People like Aretha Franklin you hardly ever see. So the Isley Brothers fall into that category. That also tells me they probably did not partake in any of those traveling caravan package tours, you know, with the big jumbo window cards with 10 well-known musicians on them. So, you know, I guess they just did not take part in those because they don't appear on those either. And when I talk about the Isleys being scarce on concert poster, of course, I'm referring to just vintage. As in the 50s and 60s, I don't know about the 70s onwards because I don't collect or follow those posters. Okay, so this is a special piece because you've got, first of all, musicians who are scarce or rare on concert poster to begin with. And then you've got one of the biggest song title mysteries I've ever encountered, and I've done hundreds of blogs. I always talk about the song titles that appear on posters, and this one is a total no explanation, so I'm really hoping that you, one of you, how do I word this, will be able to come up with the answer and I can share it with everybody. And then finally you have the really tremendous cachet but very sad fact that this concert poster represents a show that happened on the weekend that John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Of course, he was killed on Friday, November 22nd, and this concert poster is for Saturday night, November 23rd, 1963. So naturally, we're all wondering, did the show go on? Did it happen? You know, with my video blogs on posters, I think the most common comment I get from viewers is they'll write in and say, I was there, you know. Jimi Hendrix in Columbus, Ohio in '68 or whatever. I went with my brother and it was raining and it was great and all this, you know. Well, in this case, I really need that input. It'd be absolutely great if somebody could write in and say, I was there, or I had tickets and the thing was canceled, so we got a refund or something. Then, you know, then we will know. I will know, and I'll pass it on to you. Because that weekend, a lot of events around the country were canceled. I've already blogged a Rat Pack concert poster, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and so forth, at the Santa Monica Civic, and that show was not canceled, it was postponed for a month. So did this happen or did it not, you know? And plus, Salisbury, Maryland was just a couple of hours from the nation's capital, adding to the impact. So when I eventually find out, I definitely will pass it along in the comments down below, or perhaps if you know, you can just go ahead and write in the comment and it'll appear below the video. But you know, whether the show went on or not, it's still a cool collectible concert poster. I mean, collectors generally don't seem to really care if the show happened or not. I'm thinking one example, FD27, you know, the Family Dog concert poster, outrageous graphics by Mouse and Kelly of the Wolf and everything, was Howlin' Wolf and Big Brother with Janis Joplin. That weekend was canceled, never happened, and yet the poster is still highly collectible. So, you know, it's not really that strong of a factor, but interesting to note. So, I've already told you it's from Salisbury, Maryland. As you can see, it says Show and Dance, Salisbury Armory, on Saturday, November 23rd, up there. Hours, 8 p.m. until question mark, except question mark, what happened to the L? It says UNTI, so typesetter left it off. Advance $1.50 and door $2. Very simple and straightforward. And then you've got the body of this tour blank poster in very catchy yellow and black. Sort of reminds me of Buddy Holly's Winter Dance Party poster, which was just in yellow and black. And you've got in person on either side of the Isley Brothers' name. Got it on there twice. And then you've got an old poster feature of the floating heads. Actually, not necessarily that old. It was very current in the early 60s like this, those floating heads of O'Kelly, Rudolph, and Ronald Isley, not in that order. And boy, then, let's get to this. I can't wait. The poster's big mystery off to the left there. Look at that. for which I'd just love to hear an explanation if you happen to be able to figure it out. By all rights, a 1963 Isley Brothers concert poster should have Shout on here, right? I mean, that was their first 45 from 1959 and became a standard, an institution song. Or certainly Twist and Shout, for heaven's sake, from 62, the year before. That was a top 20 pop hit and went number 2 rhythm and blues. But instead, this poster says Shout and Shimmy. And that is absolutely crazy. That's not an Isley Brothers song. They never recorded it, and it actually has negative vibe to it because James Brown wrote it and recorded it, and musical critics with a good ear just completely accused Brown of ripping off the Isley Brothers and their song Shout. It's just very, very similar musically. The early 60s was probably too early for these musical lawsuits that later on claimed, you know, you stole part of my song and so forth. But Shout and Shimmy was a blatant ripoff of Shout by the Isley Brothers. So why is it on this concert poster? So I have 3 quick theories, see what you think of them. For one thing, it's possible the Isleys were trying to just claim it as their own, because James so imitated their song, maybe they thought, you know, well fine, we'll just, you know, we'll take it, even though we didn't write it, but we'll just claim it as ours, you know. It's also possible it was just a mistake at the typesetter. Whoever was setting it at Murray Poster Printing might have just, you know, thought it was the Isley Brothers song and put it on there, which would be kind of pathetic, but that thing could certainly happen. Or finally, it's possible the Isley Brothers worked Shout and Shimmy into their live repertoire, and so it fits on a concert poster. But then that kind of harkens back to reason number 1. They're not getting any songwriting royalties, but maybe it was in their live show just so they could convince people 2,000 at a time that it was their song. I don't know, it's really, really a mystery and a head scratcher. I just don't get it. So if you have any explanation, please let me know. My phone number and email address is all, you know, below the video and everything, or write in the comment and I'll approve it and we'll all share in the thinking about why Shout and Shimmy would be on this poster. And then over on the other side, you do have Twistin' with Linda, which was simply their current single release. So, mystery or not, concert happening or not, an Isley Brothers concert poster is an uncommon thing, so it's great to have and be able to share this 14-inch by 22-inch window card from 1963 with you. Thanks a lot for dropping by, and take care. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.